Greetings and salute. So it's been a while since I've done one of these videos. So I just want to cover a few things as it pertains to attaining your very first pull-up. So one of the things that's very important to recognize is you have three phases of any sort of lift or any kind of exercise that you do. You have your concentric, which is your positive. You have your eccentric, which is the negative, and you basically have your isometric, or just, your static holds, Now, I do understand that there are people out there that, they utilize the assisted machines where you put your knees on it and you hold yourself up, and I understand that, that's fine. You also have those bands where you loop it around a bar and then you kind of put your foot in it, and it kind of helps to minus some of the weight to help you to get up. Honestly speaking, I'm not going to throw too much shade at those particular methods, but for me personally, I think the ideal way for me, and as I've always coached men and women over the years in getting their first pull-up, is just to get on the bar. There is a method to the madness when it comes to just simply holding yourself onto the bar. So for instance, if you just do a dead hang, if you just hang from the bar like this, right? This right there, that is a dead hang, because you can see that my shoulders are basically up to my ears, right? It's almost like a reverse shrug, right? My shoulders up here, my arms up there. However, if I'm doing an active hang, which looks more like this, if I'm doing an active hang, you can see the difference where there is muscles engaged in the middle part of my back, specifically between the shoulder blades, which is basically the rhomboids and other muscles that help to initiate the pull for the pull-up. And so I feel like a combination of just doing dead hangs, do it for time, active hangs, do it for time, and chart your progress day by day. And then also incorporate some negatives. Basically, you would get up to a bar, whether you have to use a box or what have you, just get into the top position like this and lower yourself down under control. And you do that for reps. As you are lowering yourself down under control, you are essentially stimulating all of the muscles needed to pull yourself up. Now, one key thing to understand about negatives or the eccentric is that scientifically they say, they float around the number of 30%, that you as an individual are 30% stronger in the negative than in the positive. So for instance, if you cannot do a pull-up, if you can't do that, chances are you can hold yourself from the bar and lower yourself down with some degree of control. Even though that might be a challenge, but utilizing eccentrics, negatives, where you get to the top of the bar, maybe even hold yourself up if you can, but if you can't, hop up to the bar and just simply lower yourself down under as much control as you can, and I can guarantee you, with proper rest, with proper hydration and nutrition, over the course of time, you will surprise yourself, and one day, and it won't even take that long, you will end up doing your first pull-up. So that's all I have to say about that, and salute.